Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. For those of you that are new, my name is Anna and this is At Home with Anna. So it is 4:30 in the afternoon and I am very tired. I woke up at 3:30 this morning. I don't know why, but I jumped out of bed and I've been up and I'm so tired. I've been sitting here wondering about my mantle and how I want to do it, and the inspiration just like kind of clicked, and so I jumped up and ran to Hobby Lobby after going through all of my florals upstairs, and I kind of played around with them. I have the tub here and nothing, I wasn't feeling any of it. So I said, well, let me go walk around Hobby Lobby because all their fall florals are 40% off. And let's see if I get inspired. And I indeed did. So we are going to put together my mantle swag and we're going to be doing this on the fly. I'm going to use what I'm feeling right now and see how it works. I have no idea what it's going to look like. I bought all the pieces that I liked. We're just going to build it and hopefully it'll turn out beautiful. But I'm feeling really inspired right now, so that's why I wanted to do it. I almost did it without filming it and then just showing you afterwards, and I thought, no, some of you might want a tutorial on how I did it, or I don't know. I just figured I should probably show you guys how I put it together. So here is my gigantic bag of finds. I'm not using all fall florals, so I didn't get everything for 40% off. But that's kind of the way I do arranging. I don't use all seasonal items, and that's just how I operate. So anytime I put together a mantle, I always like to start with a nice base first. And so I picked up two of these non-traditional for fall. They are just, I don't even know what kind of leaves, maybe a ficus leaf or something. I liked them because they had the wood, you know, like branches, the natural element. And for reference sake for you guys, here is the tag. So that if you guys are interested, this is the one that I got. So I bought two of them. So we're gonna go ahead and start by laying this down first because I wasn't really sure if I was going to do a swag off to the side, if I was going to do the whole mantle, and I'll figure that out as I go along. So I just do whatever feels good, and that is the way I do it. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know that I know what I'm doing, because I don't, and this is kind of the way my creative brain works. But okay, so you have a finished edge and you have a unfinished edge. I'll put the finished edge so it drops down and the unfinished edge up here on top so that I can hide that. And we're gonna get the other one up here. I don't have a whole lot of room, and some of you may be dealing with this too, where you don't have a lot of room to incorporate a lot of decor on your mantle. I only have about 6 inches here. So I have to be very careful what I add. But I like these wire bendable garlands because you can really manipulate them to do what you want them to do. So, all right, so let me get the other one out. I should give you the number in case you're gonna do ordering online. Here is the number so that you can search. Ah, come on. There we go. So now that I've got this on here like this, I'm taking any of the leaves that are pointing that way, or the stems, and I'm pulling them forward and just kind of manipulating them a little bit because I want it fuller in here, but I'm going to be adding so much. But I really want like a natural fill to this. All right, now I'm going to stand back and make sure that we're even on both sides. Okay, so the next floral that I got are these here. And I tend to buy in the bunches because I don't mind cutting them apart. It's actually more cost effective to do that. I am going to light this up. I did buy some battery operated twinkle like little fairy lights, but because I don't want to see any cords. And but I'm gonna wait until after, because when I have in the past lit up my mantle before, I always hide lights, and I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that when I'm adding the lights in, I'm lighting things up. Okay, so when I build my these types of things, I always go in with my large first, and everything else is considered a filler for me. So out of the bunch, I will take out the large. You see how there's still some small ones in there? I'll take out the large ones and use those first, and I'm gonna cut them fairly short right here beneath where the leaves are. I'm gonna go ahead and cut them. I'm gonna go ahead and add my big florals, and then I'll show you the next step. Oh, and also really quick, I don't adhere anything to each other. I never do. I use my mantle as a resting spot, and when I get down to the sides, I twist. I never do anything permanent with my florals because next year I might want to use them in a different way, and they're expensive. So I'd rather be able to get several different types of uses out of my florals, so I never adhere anything permanently. I don't even attach my well, I don't need to do this one. Sometimes, depending on how heavy it could be, I will put a command hook to hold it, but yeah, so everything is just getting tucked in, that's it. Okay, I have the big ones in now, and now off of the stem, and I have another bunch, I might add some more, but we'll see. But now with the little ones, I'm gonna take those and use those on the swag part. Ah, God, I love these curtains. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my flowers and shove it in there, going down, right, because it's swagging down, and I'm just gonna twist it around one of the branches, and that's it. I'm not looking for perfection, I just want it to hold for the whole season. We'll do one more. That looks good. Looks really natural. I love it already. These colors are beautiful. Before I forget, when you're done cutting apart a pick, do not throw this away. These make great fillers for arrangements, wreaths, mantelpieces. Do not, I may use some of them today, I don't know. There's a designer on Instagram or YouTube that I follow, Sophia something, I can't remember. I don't follow her real closely, but she had, well, she's wealthy, so she had a company come in and build a beautiful fresh floral arrangement around her fireplace mantle, and they used the water, like it was like with those foam bricks that you soak in water for floral arrangements. They did that, and then and she obviously was able to afford to have fresh florals all season around her fireplace. This one, perfect, love it. Okay, where are we starting with next? Florals, more florals. So I picked up 3 of these here, and they are just like miniature sunflowers, but I want to suggest, if you're going to use any kind of floral from Hobby Lobby, so realistic looking, and that's what I try and find are the most realistic that I can find, but we're gonna cut some of these, tuck them in and out. I'll pull you guys in closer. So if I have a flower coming this way, I'll take the smaller ones and go in this way. Let me show you. So see how this one is kind of going that direction? I'm gonna come in with the smaller one and tuck it in this direction. And just kind of tuck it in. I'm not trying to make it perfect, stand up. I don't mind if it's nature. I want it to look like nature. This one, same thing. See that? Oh, God, it's looking good. Okay. This one's kind of facing forward a little bit, so, you know, maybe tuck it in the back a little. This one over here, like that. I might kind of fill in this right here. One over here. I bought 3 of those picks so that I can carry the little ones down low. I'm just gonna pick this one up. Okay, this one is kind of going down, so I'm gonna put this one going up. Twisting, twisting. If it falls a little, you know, or it's lazy or what have you, totally fine. It's Mother Nature. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So don't think I'm crazy, but I learned a long time ago, there was a place in San Diego, a place called the Christmas Store, and I talk to the designers in there all the time. And so using natural elements in your Christmas, your spring, obviously, your fall, trees and mantles and all that stuff, and bringing in some live elements to that really just amps it up. So we are going to use this here, and I'm going to use it to just tuck it in to little spots. I bought 2 bags. I'm hoping it's enough. $5.99 a bag. And I'm hoping that it's enough. If not, the beauty is I can go back and get more. $6, no big deal. But I'm just gonna like tuck it in spots, you know, and just kind of fill in the voids where I see like the mantle on top. Not that I don't want to see the mantle, okay? So we're gonna do that. Okay, another thing that I picked up as a filler was actually in the wedding section. I tend to go over there for filler items because I always have really dainty things. I picked up these here, and they are indeed dainty. $2.99 for this little guy, but I will cut little pieces, you know, cut it apart if I can. I don't think I can. I might have to use, well, yeah, I might have to use the whole thing. How many did I buy? I bought 4. That's good. I bought 4. Okay. I also can take this little thing. All these little things are filler pieces, so don't get rid of them. You keep them because this adds a touch of whimsy to everything. Oh, and another one. I picked up these picks, and I'm not using the whole pick. I only picked them up because I wanted this color of berry, and I loved these berries. So I loved these berries here, and I loved these berries. So we have 2 different types of berries. So I picked these up for $4.99 each and 40% off, and I figured fine. So I think I got what they had left. I think they only had 5 of these. So I went ahead and picked these up. So these are gonna be little, you know, little yumminess that goes in there. But again, don't be afraid to look at your picks. You may not like the whole thing, but there might be pieces of it that you can use, so don't be afraid of it. I mean, I don't hate the pine cone either, but I think of Christmas when I think of pine cones. So anyways, I picked these up just for the berries. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I bought this kind because it comes in little clumps, okay? Little clumps like this. So I'm just gonna put little bunches like this around my mantle, or around everywhere. Little bunches just like this, tucked in around the flowers. This might be pretty under here, you know, just like that. Just think of it as you're building a movie set. That's the way I like to think of it. Where I see a lot of mantle, I'm getting rid of it. Okay. Little. So good. And when you're placing it, make sure to lift up, right? Lift up underneath, like the twigs. It looks so natural to lift up the twigs and put it in there. I'll give you a close-up so you guys can see better. Some here, peeking out from underneath the flower, just like that. The next pick I have are these here, and these are meant to add a touch of whimsy. I love creating. It's just so much fun. So, I need like an apron so I can shove this stuff in my apron. So I'm just gonna tuck these in and kind of maneuver them to kind of follow the leaf pattern as if they were growing within the leaves or the moss to how you want it. You do you, it's your mantle. You do it exactly the way you want to. You really can't go wrong with this. At all, you guys, you really can't. I'm loving that. I'm especially loving how this twig is hanging down. Oh, I wish I had one over here. Do I? Maybe I do. Oh, I just didn't pull it forward. Look at that. That's beautiful. Just gorgeous. So when I'm building these, I like the fact that people walk up and they do this. I love that. When people do that, that means that I've piqued interest, and that's the fun of it, right? And I'm feeling like I need a little bit of contrast. And where would I put these? Maybe like here? Oh yeah, that looks good. So maybe one per flower cluster. Do one over here, like that. Little. There are no rules. You just do you and enjoy the process. It's the easiest cleaning job ever. Okay, so now I want to use these berries, and not exactly sure how. That looks good. So here. Drop some of my moss. The last two, I'm gonna twist around the edge, the ones that drop down here. Making a mess. Okay, put my moss back. Okay, I got the base, pretty much the base. Let me show you. This is not the final product, but I pretty much have the base done. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add the rest of my florals where I feel like I need it, maybe more moss, and call it a day. And I will make sure to show you guys what this looks like at night, but let me get all of the florals put in and and then we'll take a final look at it. Okay, I think it looks good. I think I got it to where I want it. Now, I'm going to take this moss here. Was $5.99 for this big bag at Hobby Lobby. All of this stuff is from, everything's from Hobby Lobby. But I'm gonna take this and I'm going to tuck it in and just kind of play with it. Maybe some of it'll drape down here, and I'm just gonna play with all my fillers. I'm gonna put some on the vines dropping down. I'll show you how I do that. This is a messy job, you guys. Building this, you're gonna have mess to clean it. Okay, this is a really stringy moss, and I love that. Love that natural element. So when I work with this, I like to pull it apart so I get strings like this and then cut it. It makes it easier to work with and not as messy. I'm just gonna set this one over here for now while I work on this side. I think I will just kind of shove it in the vacant spots, you know what I mean? And then kind of pull it apart and just work that. You want everything to like look natural as possible. I'm gonna give you guys a close-up of this when I'm all done. It looks really good. Whenever you can put it in there and have a little bit like kind of dangle out like this, can you see that? Like this, do that. The beauty of using this kind of moss is it catches on everything. So if I take little pieces, just little ones like this, and just kind of shove it in there, it's gonna stay because they catch on everything. It's no fun to vacuum either, but as many elements as you can bring down into your swag that you have in your you know, up on top, the better. I think I need to bring some more flowers down lower. Just brought it down here. But I feel like I need more of the florals down here. This little guy, we'll go ahead and shove that in there and give it a twist, just like that. Perfect. So good. What a mess I have made. So worth it though. Tuck some in back here. Some more of my green moss. What I'm doing is wherever I need something to be lifted up, like this flower, I'm just shoving some of the green moss underneath it. This flower could use a little bit more coming down like that. More. There we go. It is addicting when you start creating like this. You just have fun with it, and your mind just it's so good. I definitely would have this up high where little hands can't get it, for sure. Look at that. How perfect. I'm trying to get as focused as possible, but it kind of jumps out at you. It's alive. You're using fake florals, but you're treating them like real. Look at that. Look at all the texture and all the volume. So perfect. Ah, looks so good. It's just beautiful. Just beautiful. This is all I wanted to do because remember, I'm doing real florals through the rest of the house. But this is so pretty. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, do I want to just do fresh florals around the house? But I will try my hardest to find these colors, and this will be my inspiration for my fresh florals all autumn. Oh, just beautiful. This is such a fun project to do. It's something you make a cup of coffee, pour a glass of wine, whatever it is that you want to do. But this is just creating something like this for you to enjoy for the whole season is magical. I'm gonna put lights in it, and I just don't have batteries. And when I do the lights, I'm gonna show you the lights. They're just the little fairy lights like this that I'm just gonna run through there. I bought 2 packs of them because I want plenty of lighting. You put 3 AA batteries, and I'm just gonna run that through. And the beauty of these little tiny cords is they kind of disappear into, you know, they'll just disappear in here. So let me light it up, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like at night, and maybe even turn the fireplace on for a minute just to show you how beautiful it's gonna be during fall. But I'm in love with this. I want to encourage you guys to do this. But anyways, I will give you guys some close-up shots and show you guys what it looks like later. Enjoyed today's tutorial on how to build a beautiful mantle. You don't have to spend a bunch of money. Something that you can have every year, and you know, just let your mind go wild and just create. Look for inspiration online, colors that you like, and just go from there. Take that picture with you when you go shopping and replicate as much of it as you can, and come home and just have fun with it. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.